Hello, hello, everybody, and welcome to your 60-minute Vinyasa flow today. I'm so happy that you're here practicing with me, and I'd like to remind you that this is your practice, so please make sure to modify or adjust this practice however you might like to make it the most enjoyable for you. We're going to start in a seated, cross-legged position with our hands gently laid on our knees and sit up nice and tall. Begin by taking 3 deep, long inhales and exhales, beginning to slow your mind and come back to your body. Slowly begin to rock yourself forward and backward in your seat and side to side, finding the place that makes stillness easy and comfortable for you to sustain. Sit up nice and tall and relax your shoulders down your back, and turn your attention inward and onto the quality of your breath, just as it is right now. There is no pressure to fasten the pace of your breathing, to slow it down or deepen it. Can you just allow it to be just as it is right now? And can you notice its quality? Pay mind to the gentle movements of your belly and your chest as you inhale and exhale with each breath. I invite you to notice the places where your body is touching the ground, where the earth is fully supporting you. Can you take this moment of silence and stillness to feel into the sense of groundedness, and remind yourself that there is nowhere you need to be except right here, right now, and there is nothing you need to do except show up for yourself and move in ways that feel good to you today. Throughout this practice, I invite you to let go of any need to perform or compete, and simply allow your body to guide the practice today. I invite you to set your own intention now, and know that whenever your mind begins to wander, you can come back to this intention or to the feeling of your breath. Place your hands onto your belly now, and as you deepen your inhales and exhales, feel the gentle expansion of your belly beneath your fingertips. Feel it expand as you inhale, and feel it contract back inward as you exhale. Move your hands up slightly onto your ribs now, and feel as the ribs flare out with each inhale, and feel as they knit back towards one another as you exhale. Notice the gentle rise and fall of your fingertips as you continue to breathe. Move your hands just below your collarbones now. And as you inhale, feel the air travel all the way up towards your collarbones. And as you exhale, feel it empty all the way back down through ribs and belly. Continue inhaling and exhaling, feeling the air travel towards your fingertips, and then feel it travel back down as you exhale. You can release your hands down to the tops of your knees now and combine all three of these slight movements to create your full 3-part Dirga Pranayam. As you inhale, feel the air travel from your belly to your ribs up towards your collarbones. And as you exhale, feel it empty out the opposite of the way that it came in. Notice the feeling of the breath traveling through each chamber for one last Dirga breath. And release your hands down by your sides. Inhale both arms up and overhead, and exhale, paint the sky as they descend back. Inhale both arms up and over. Exhale, release your arms down. Inhale the arms up, and exhale the arms down. Continuing a few more times at the speed of your own breath, keeping movements upward consistent with inhales and movements downward consistent with exhales. On your next inhale, bring both arms up and overhead and bring palms to touch. And exhale your palms down the midline of the body. Release your hands and inhale them both back up overhead, palms touch, and exhale through the midline. Inhale your arms up and overhead, and exhale down. Inhale up, and exhale down. Inhale both arms up and overhead, and exhale, relax your shoulders. Inhale, reach through your fingertips without shrugging your shoulders, and exhale, right palm comes to the mat beside you as your left reaches over, down, and around to create a full circle with your arm. Inhale as the arm rises up and over towards your right side, and exhale as your arm sweeps in front of you to complete the circle. Inhale the arm up and over. Exhale the arm down and in front of you. The next time the arm comes up and overhead, bring the right hand up to meet it. Inhale, reach. Exhale, left palm comes to the mat beside you, and right palm reaches and sweeps in front of you to create a circle now on the other side. Continue inhaling the arm up and exhaling the arm down, completing the circle. Gaze can follow fingertips as you imagine you're tracing a circle with your fingers. Take 2 more full circles with your right arm leading you. And the next time your right arm is up and overhead, Inhale your left arm up to meet it. And exhale, relax your hands down to the tops of your knees. Place your right hand on top of your right shoulder and begin making circles with your elbow in the direction away from you. Continue circling out and away, and keep your mind focused on the feeling of the movement and the breath that keeps it consistent. Reverse the circles now, circling your elbow inward and towards your body. Release your right hand down to your right knee and switch hands. Left hand comes to left shoulder and begin circling away from you. Continue your breath just as it is right now. And when you come to a good place, reverse the circles. Circle your elbow towards your body, inward now. Take one final circle and relax your left hand down to the top of your left knee. Take a full inhale and exhale here, and sweep your legs behind you to come onto all fours in a neutral tabletop position. Place your wrists underneath of your shoulders and your knees underneath of your hips. And on inhale, arch your spine, bringing the crown of your head and your tailbone to face towards the sky. On exhale, round your spine, push the ground away from you, head and tailbone tuck. Inhale, arch, crown and tailbone to the sky. And exhale, round, crown and tailbone tuck. Continue inhaling as you arch and exhaling as you round. A few more times at your own pace. Absolutely no rush. Inhale, arch. And exhale, round the spine. The next time you pass through a neutral spine, stay here and step your right foot in between the space in your hands. Shift your weight forward onto that front right hip. Inhale and exhale, shift your hips back, straightening your front right leg. Inhale, shift forward, chest tall. Exhale, shift backward. Your toes might come off of the mat to help you straighten. Inhale forward and exhale, shift your weight back. Straighten the leg as much as comfortable. Inhale forward and lift your arms high overhead. Exhale, palms come back down to the mat and shift your hips back. Inhale forward, arms up overhead. Exhale, palms to the mat, shift the hips back, right leg straightens. Inhale forward and up. And exhale, down and back. Inhale, shift your weight forward and lift your arms one last time. And exhale, hands plant to the mat and right knee steps back to meet the left. Step your left foot in between your hands now and shift your weight into the left hip. Inhale and exhale, shift your hips back, straightening your left leg as much as is comfortable. Inhale forward, chest tall, and exhale, shift back. Welcoming any differences from the right side to the left side hamstrings, allowing them to be as you move through your stretch. Inhale, shift the weight forward and lift the arms up overhead. Exhale, palms come to mat, hip shifts back, left leg straightens. Inhale, shift forward, arms come up to frame the head. Exhale, palms float down, hip shift back once again. Inhale forward. And exhale, down and back. Inhale one last time, arms lift high. And exhale, float the hands back down to the mat and shift your left knee back to meet the right, coming back into neutral tabletop. Walk your hands back until you come to stand on your knees with your hands on your hips. Step your right foot out long beside you and keep your foot parallel to the end of your mat. Square your hips and shoulders to the side of the room and inhale your arms up and overhead. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Inhale, reach through the fingertips. Exhale, left palm comes to meet the mat beside you and right palm reaches towards the left. Inhale, back up through center. Exhale, right palm comes to right leg, left palm reaches overhead. Inhale, back up through center. Exhale, left palm to mat, right palm reaches over towards your left. Inhale, up through center, and exhale, right hand to right leg, left arm reaches over towards your right. Inhale, up through center, and exhale, your hands back down to your hips or by your sides and step your right leg in. Step your left leg out now, foot parallel to the end of the mat, and inhale your arms up and overhead once again. Relax the shoulders. Inhale, reach. Exhale, right palm to mat, left palm reaches over to the right. Inhale up through center, and exhale, left palm to left leg, right arm reaches over. Inhale up through center, exhale, right palm to mat, left arm reach. Inhale up through center, exhale, left palm to left leg, right arm reaches over to the left. Inhale up through center, and exhale, place your hands back down onto your hips or beside you, and step your left foot back to meet your right. Tuck your toes underneath of you now, plant your hands on the mat, and walk yourself back until your weight is on your toes. With a deep bend in the knees, bring your heels to press against your mat. Send your hips back and down with an inhale and lift your chest and arms high up off of your thighs. Exhale, fold forward and straighten your knees as much as you like. Inhale, lift high like you're hovering over a chair, and exhale, forward fold, legs straighten. Inhale, hips back and down, chest and arms lift high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift, and exhale, place your hands to the tops of thighs or your hips and press yourself up to stand, about hips width distance apart, feet underneath of you. Find length all the way up your body, and inhale your arms up and overhead. Exhale, relax your shoulders for Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, reach through your fingers. And exhale, bend both elbows, cactus the arms, gentle back bend. Inhale, reach high, Tadasana. Exhale, forward fold, palms come to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Step your left leg back a full leg's length and step your right leg back to meet it. Inhale and exhale, slowly lower through Chaturanga and move through your Vinyasa. We'll meet in Downward Dog, where you can begin to pedal your legs in your first Adho Mukha Svanasana of the practice. Let both heels fall towards the ground and find length from your shoulders all the way to your hands. Inhale, right leg lifts high behind you. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, right knee to chest. Inhale, lift the right leg high. And exhale, bring the right knee to your left elbow. Inhale, right leg high. And exhale, step your right foot through your hands and lift your chest and arms off of your thigh. Exhale, relax your hands to your hips. Pay attention to your front knee. Make sure that it's tracking right over your front right ankle and press back through your left heel. Inhale your arms up and overhead for Virabhadrasana, warrior pose. Inhale and exhale. Lower both arms in front of you to shoulder height. Inhale and exhale. Windmill your arms towards your left and turn your left foot in and down till it comes parallel to the back of your mat for Parsha Virabhadrasana. Gaze fixes over front right fingertips. Inhale and exhale. Right arm moves high above you and left arm comes down your left leg or behind you to take a bind. Inhale, reach high through your right arm. And exhale, rotate back through Virabhadrasana and bring hands to hips. Pivot your back foot so it comes to face the front of your mat and place both hands onto the top of your right thigh and press yourself back up to stand. Inhale, both arms up and overhead, Tadasana, mountain pose. Exhale, cactus the arms, gentle back bend. Inhale, reach high, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on tops of thighs or shins, and exhale, forward fold. Step one foot back, and then the other. Brief plank hold, inhale, and exhale through Chaturanga. Move through your Vinyasa and meet back in Downward Dog and pedal your legs out once again. Bring your heels down to the mat once again and find length from your wrists all the way through your shoulders. Inhale your left leg high behind you, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee to chest. Inhale high. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale the left leg high. And exhale, step your left foot through your hands and lift your chest and arms off of your chest and relax your hands down to your hips. Pay attention to your front left knee as it tracks right over your left ankle and reach back through your right heel. Inhale, arms up and overhead, and exhale, relax the shoulders for Virabhadrasana. Lower your arms down in front of you to about shoulder height. Windmill your arms open towards the right and turn your back right foot in and down to come into Virabhadrasana. Gaze fixes over front left fingertips. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, Let your right arm travel down the back of your right leg as left arm lifts high behind you. You can also take a bind for your reverse warrior. Inhale, reach high with that left arm. And exhale, pivot back through Virabhadrasana and lower your hands to your hips. Pivot your back foot so you come to face forward. Both hands onto the front left knee and press yourself back up to stand once again. Inhale, both arms up and overhead. Exhale, cactus the arms, gentle back bend. Inhale, reach tall. And exhale, forward fold, palms meet the mat, legs straighten as much as comfortable. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step both legs back into plank position. Inhale. And exhale through your vinyasa, meeting back in downward dog. Let your heels lower to the ground and find length from your wrists through your shoulders. And on inhale, begin making tiny steps forward, bringing your toes to the space in between your hands for a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, both arms up and overhead into mountain pose, Tadasana. Exhale, cactus the arms, gentle back bend. Inhale, reach high, creating length through your whole body, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, send your hips back and down, and lift the chest and arms up high. Exhale, forward fold, straighten the legs as much as is comfortable. Inhale, bend the knees, hips back and down, chest and arms lift. Exhale, hinge forward at the hips, forward fold, legs straighten. Inhale, hips back and down, almost like you're hovering over a chair. And with the exhale, bring your palms back to the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, find yourself hovering. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hips back and down, chest and arms lift. And exhale, release your arms in front of you at shoulder height. Come up onto your tippy toes and bring your arms behind you, palms facing down for drinking bird. Inhale and exhale, your heels down, arms in front of you. Inhale, tippy toes, arms back, drinking bird. Exhale, your heels down with control and arms forward. Inhale, find drinking bird once again. And exhale, slowly lower with control. Inhale, weight comes onto your tippy toes as arms come behind you. And exhale, release with control. Inhale, back into drinking bird, and exhale, hold. Inhale. And exhale, gently release and press yourself back up to stand. Place one hand on belly and one hand on heart, and tune back into the quality of your breath now. Notice the sensations running through your body, and notice how they change with each moment passing. Can you let your mind just be with what you're feeling and nowhere else? Inhale and exhale, let it all go, and come back, standing tall at the top of your mat. Take a quarter turn towards the left side of your mat and step your left foot out a full leg's length beside you. Turn both feet out so your toes point towards the corners of your mat, and find length from your toes all the way up as you raise your arms up and overhead for 5-pointed star. Exhale, relax your shoulders. Allow yourself to take up space here in 5-pointed star. and get comfortable being. Cactus both arms and sink down into Goddess. Inhale and exhale, hold. Lengthen both arms beside you into a T position and begin shifting your weight from one side to the other, fluidly moving, allowing your arms to guide you, taking up space and moving in a way that feels good in your body. Continue inhaling and exhaling as you dance in Goddess. Come back to center and re-cactus your arms. Bring your hands to hips and press back up to stand, and turn your feet inward so they are parallel to one another. Find length from your feet all the way up your legs and your spine and the crown of your head. Inhale, gentle bend in the knees, send your hips down a few inches, and exhale, hinge forward at your hips until your spine comes about parallel to the mat. Place your hands down onto a block or the ground in front of you. Begin straightening your legs as much or as little as is comfortable. You can stay here or relax your back muscles and drape inward towards the space between your legs. Allow your shoulders to fall away from your body and grab either elbow and begin swaying from side to side in a little ragdoll. As you inhale and exhale in your Prasariti Padottanasana, standing wide angle, can you allow yourself to just be heavy and be held by the stability of your legs planted into the ground? Place your hands back onto the mat. Nod your head yes, and nod your head no. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, place your hands to the tops of your thighs, bend your knees, and exhale, press yourself back up to a stand. Bring your hands to your hips and heel toe your feet until they come together, standing about hips width distance apart. Turn your toes out once again ever so slightly so they're facing the edges of your mat, and inhale your arms up and overhead, palms touch at the top. Exhale, squat down into Malasana, your yogi squat, and use both elbows to push out both knees. Hands stay at heart center and chest is tall. Right hand comes to the mat in front of you and left arm reaches high as you open towards the left. Left palm comes to the mat. Right arm reaches high, open to the right. Inhale as you open towards the left. Exhale, switch hands. Inhale, open towards the right. Exhale. Inhale, open to the left. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale, open to the right. Exhale, right hand down. Now press yourself back into a forward fold position, palms and heels on the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, hands come to tops of thighs or shins. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, both arms up and overhead, Tadasana, mountain pose. Exhale, cactus the arms, gentle back bend. Inhale, reach high, length from toes to fingers. exhale, forward fold. Step one leg back and then the other. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Move through your vinyasa and meet back in downward dog. Bring your heels to the earth and find length from your wrists to your shoulders. Gently lower your knees back down to the earth and untuck your toes behind you, tabletop pose. Inhale, crown and tailbone towards the sky. And exhale, round your spine, crown and tailbone tuck. Continue your table cat and dog, keeping your movement consistent with inhales and exhales as you flow through. Find a neutral spine once again and walk your knees out to about mat's width distance apart. Bring big toes to touch behind you, hands walk forward and sink your hips back and down into child's pose. Can you use your hands to create a little bit more length from the base of your spine to your fingertips? Inhale and exhale for full breaths and extended child's. Inhale and exhale. Notice the impact of the movement on your body thus far by taking note of the sensations and how they've changed from pose to pose. Press yourself back up onto your knees and sweep your feet in front of you now, coming onto your sitting bones with legs extended long in front of you, feet flexed towards the sky. Sit up nice and tall, spine and neck long. Inhale and exhale, gently using your forearms, walk yourself back to lay on your back. Bend both knees and plant the soles of your feet onto your mat about hips width distance apart. Ground your feet and the full length of your arms into the mat. On an inhale, lift your hips to about 2/3 of your full expression. And exhale, lower them back down. Reground yourself into the mat. And inhale your hips up about 2/3 of the way again. And exhale, gently release back down. Inhale, lift the hips back to 2/3 of the way up. And exhale, bring your sternum towards your chin and feel as your hips lift even higher as a result. Remind your body of its groundedness as you press firmly through your arms and feet. Take a full deep breath in and out and stay here in Bandhasana, or if you'd like a different experience, shift your weight onto either shoulder and bring either arm underneath of you and bring your hands and fingers to clasp. Press through your arms and settle into this expression. Inhaling and exhaling as you hold in bridge pose. Allow the sensations to change and morph as you continue holding. And as any stories or doubts creep into your mind, come back to your breath and allow them to drift away. Inhaling and exhaling. Release the clasp and place your arms back down by your sides. Inhale. And as you exhale, slowly release your hips back down to the earth, vertebra by vertebra, as slowly as you possibly can. There is no rush. Extend your left leg long in front of you and flex your foot. Press down through your right foot and lift your hips about an inch or so off the mat and scooch them all the way towards the right side. Arms come by your sides at shoulder height in a T position. Press through your right heel and open towards your left side, lifting your right hip off the ground. Gently release back down to the earth, and on an inhale, press down through the right foot again, opening both hips towards the left side. Exhale, gently release the right hip back down to the earth. One more. Inhale, press through the right foot, right hip comes off the mat, both hips open towards the left. Inhale and exhale. Gently release your hips back down to the mat and step your right foot up onto the top of your left thigh, letting your right knee fall towards your left side and stopping just before your right shoulder pops off of the mat. Fix your gaze over your right fingertips and invite your left hand to come to the top of your right knee, not forcing it down any lower, but just feeling and supporting as you settle in to your expression of Supta Matsyendrasana. Take full, deep, long inhales and exhales, and notice if with each breath your spinal twist can deepen even just a millimeter. When your mind begins to wander, invite it back to the breath. Notice how it feels in this position. Notice how it runs through your body. Inhale and exhale. Release your left hand and place it back into a T position and turn your head back to center. Inhale your hips back through center and plant your right foot onto the mat and recenter your hips completely. Switch legs, bending your left knee, left foot plants onto the mat, and lift your hips, scooching them all the way to the left side. Inhale, press through the left foot, lifting the left hip off of the mat and over towards your right side. Exhale, gently release back down. Inhale, press through the left foot, left hip comes off the mat and opens towards the right. Exhale, gently release. Final hip opener. Inhale, press through the left foot, both hips open towards the right, and exhale, hold. Inhale and exhale, gently release. Inhale, step the left foot up onto the top of the right thigh, and exhale, let the left knee fall towards the right side, stopping just before the left shoulder comes off of the mat. Gaze fixes over left fingertips, and your right arm can come to the top of your left knee. Again, not forcing a twist that your body is not welcoming, but just offering it as support or another means of sensation for your mind to draw in towards. Inhale and exhale. Continue deep, full breaths and notice any differences in your Supta Matsyendrasana pose from the right side to the left. Notice it without judgment. Welcome it and notice if you can allow the difference to just be rather than assigning it good or bad. Let your breath deepen your spinal twist even a millimeter as you continue inhaling and exhaling here. Release your right arm from the top of your left knee and bring your head back to center. Inhale, bring your knees back up through center and plant your left foot onto the ground, recentering your hips. Extend your left leg long to meet the right and bring both arms down by your sides, palms facing up. On an inhale, make fists with your fingers and your toes and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze all of the muscles in your body. Squeeze, 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 holding your breath. And exhale, melt into the ground below you. And allow the earth to hold the entirety of your weight. Notice how the ground supports you unconditionally. And with each coming inhale and exhale, can you allow more tension, more tightness, more angst to be released from your body and down into the earth? Draw your mind individually to each place in the body that you're experiencing any sensation, and without labeling it or analyzing it, can you just send a breath to those places and simply be? The next time you hear my voice, I'll be guiding you out of your Shavasana relaxation. But until then, tune in to your breath, tune in to the feelings in your body, and just rest. As you begin to come back to your human vessel, deepen your breath, drawing each inhale and exhale slightly longer than the one before it. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Maybe your wrists and your ankles would even like to take some circles for themselves. Extend your arms long behind you for one last full body stretch from fingers to toes. Bring your arms back down by your sides, and with no rush at all, bring yourself to lay on one side, using your arm as a pillow, coming into fetal position. Continue steady, deep breaths for your last few moments of pure rest. When you're ready, push yourself up and back into a comfortable seated position. No rush to get there. Gently place your hands onto the tops of your knees and take a full deep inhale and exhale. Relax your grip of your hands on your knees, and instead of holding, just let them rest on top. Take note of the experience that you had in today's class. Maybe there were some poses that you loved and you were excited that were included in today's flow. And maybe there were some poses that felt newer or more challenging, or that you just didn't like all that much. Whatever your experience may have been, I invite you now to take note of the experience that your body, your human vessel, had in today's class. Notice how you feel inside now versus how you did at the beginning of our practice. Notice your breath. Notice its speed and its quality and its depth. Notice your bodily sensations. Notice how they've changed through each part of our class today. This body, this vessel for human life and activity, has just completely taken you through a full 60-minute Vinyasa flow without any questions or conditions. It has just supported you as it always has and as it always will. As you continue inhaling and exhaling, I invite you now to circle back on the intention that you set at the beginning of class. Notice now if that intention would like to come with you through the rest of your day today, or if it would like to stay here on the mat. Begin circling your neck to one direction and then to the other. Continue your deep inhalations and exhalations as you do so. Now take a deep breath in, full of nothing but gratitude and appreciation for this vessel. And exhale, send it to every part of your body. Release your arms by your sides and inhale them up and overhead, palms come to meet at the top. Exhale your palms down through heart center, Anjali Mudra, and allow yourself to take 3 more cleansing, deep breaths to close out your practice. The light and the love inside of me honors, sees, and respects the light and the love inside of each and every single one of you practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed this 60-minute Vinyasa yoga flow today. Thank you so much for practicing with me and sharing space with me. I encourage you to take even just a pocket of peace or calmness that you experience in today's class and bring it with you out into the world as you take it on. Thank you for being here. I'll see you next time. Namaste and Jai Bhagwan.